is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be unboxing the July as well as the August Shelflove Crate. So this is a crate that I do end up getting every month, and I just never unbox the July box. I do have a video that I just put up recently on my channel that is sort of a life update explaining why I have not posted anything in, I believe it's been a little over a month now. So we are slowly jumping back into things, which means I do actually have July as well as the new August box for this company. I absolutely love them. I pay for this all myself. It is $30 a month plus shipping and handling, and they do a new released young adult sci-fi or fantasy book and all these amazing bookish goodies. I have really been enjoying the items as well as the books that have been in these. So I guess we're just gonna jump on in. This one that I have here first should be the July box. This is the one that did come in at the very end of July, or it might have been the very beginning of August. It was slightly late, but not too bad. I do believe the July box is the theme of Game On, and I don't know if I know the August one, but there should be a spoiler card in here that would actually give us the reveal of the theme for August, so we should know that before going into that one. So this is going to be our cover art for the July box. And yes, the theme is Game On. And then on the back, they are telling us that August will be Take Flight. So we will get to that one in just a second. So the first thing I see in here looks to be some socks. So now these are some really cool crew socks for Ready Player One. I really like the detail and the little pattern that we have going on here. So we have like the keys, a heart, and an X. And then on the bottom, it looks like it is going to say Ready Player One on this sock. Let's see if I can show you easier. There we go, Ready Player One. And then on the other sock, it says Game Over. Now these are really adorable. I don't wear crew socks, and my husband steals all the crew socks that I get, especially the ones that come in my book boxes. So within about a day or two, these will probably be in his drawer. And these socks were designed by Abby Malaga Art. Again, like I do on all of my unboxing videos, all of the artists and creators will be linked down below in the description in case you guys want to check out their work. Then we have a set of, it looks like dice, but they are Kiss, Marry, Kill edition. And so these ones, it looks like Book Boyfriend edition. So they have different book boyfriends, it looks like, on the actual dice. And so they have the different names on there. So you basically roll the dice, and then the three sides that are facing up are the book boyfriends, and you play Kiss, Marry, Kill with them. So that is actually really cool. It does say it can be played alone or with others, so that would be very interesting if you have a group of friends that maybe you guys want to see if you all have the same opinions. And these were just created by the team of Shelflove Crate. Next, we have our chess pieces. These are pieces that are created by Silkatara, and they are in every single box until we have a full set, basically. I know that they do have some in their specialty boxes, and if I don't order the specialty boxes, they usually have a way for you to just order the separate chess pieces later on, so that we can hopefully get a full set eventually. But let me set these up really quick. Okay, and then here we go. So we do have, actually, looks like Katniss and Peeta from the Hunger Games. So they usually include two characters from the same book or series. And then like they've done a couple times where it was just from the same author. But here we go. We have a black and white pawn piece from the Hunger Games. Next, we have a patch for the Phoenix Riders, apparently. And this one is from Hey Atlas, and it is a Warcross inspired iron-on patch. The next item we have comes in this box here, apparently a 3D creative visualization lamp. So let's see what that is exactly. So we have like a base as well as a switch with a plug. Okay, and then the piece that goes into it is a golden snitch. So that is actually really cool. I haven't really a place to plug these in just because of all the books everywhere, but I think the paper is supposed to come off. So we take the paper off, and it is going to be clear except for where obviously the snitch is. and then you just slide it in there, and we have a very nice sort of lamp. It does have a USB port here, so you can plug it into like a computer, I'm assuming, or you can use the like standard plugs into a jack that pretty much all of them now have the USB part, so like any sort of like phone charger would work. Again, I don't really have a place to plug this in. I will see if we can get a clip of it. So we have decided to put our little lamp here in the nursery. It might be a little hard to see once I turn it on currently, but we have it just sort of set up above our changing table, so in the middle of the night we can turn this on, and it's not too bright in here when we are changing Presley's diaper. That way we have a little bit of light over our diaper changing area, but it's not as bright as the overhead light, and it's just really, really cool. But otherwise, this is a really nicely made, well crafted item, and this is pretty cool. And this was also created just by the team at Shelflove Crate. Next, we have a pack of cards. It says always victorious on the front, an ember in the ashes on the top there. We are gonna open these up, just take a look at them. Well, this is not easy to open. This box is very tight. There we go, okay. So the first thing I see is actually gold edged on there, which is actually really cool. So let's take those out. Okay, these are very nice quality. So they just have a sort of black design with like the embers on there. And then it looks like we do have some character cards as we get closer to the face cards. One thing is they're also a little bit stuck together, so you would have to unstick them a little bit in between each card. But let's just take a look at those face cards. So we have a Jack of Spades, King of Spades, Queen of Spades, and then there's the Ace. And I've actually never read this book, so I have no idea who these characters are supposed to be. Forgive me for that. And so we actually have the same characters for the Jack, King, and Queen. I don't know why they're in that order instead of Jack, Queen, King. For hearts, I'm going to assume that's going to be the same thing for all of them, but let me just take a check. And yes, it is. However, we do also have a character on the Joker cards as well. So that is actually really nice. I like the design of them. Basically a standard deck of cards based on Ember in the Ashes. I just really, really love the gold edge on them though. It's a really, really nice touch. And these were designed by Blanca Design. And then we have our book. So the first thing that comes with it, just like always, is going to be our Shelflove Crate bookmark that has the same cover art as our spoiler packet thing. And these are designed by Kat Adara. It looks like for July we do actually have a signed book plate instead of the normal signature in the book like they had been doing. And then we also have an author's letter here instead of in our spoiler card like we usually do. So changing it up just a bit. And our book for the month is The Beckoning Shadow by Katharyn Blair. I don't think I have ever heard of this, but I do really enjoy the cover. It says, a power she can't control, a past she can't escape, a fight she can't lose. So this sounds very intriguing, especially since we do have the game on aspect. So apparently our main character is Vesper, who has the ability to take your worst fear and sort of make it a reality for you. And she does not like to use that power because of, like, I guess how bad that seems like it would be. However, one day she does find other people like her that have special abilities, and she ends up joining the Tournament of the Unraveling, where the competitors have to battle it out for a chance to rewrite the past, which is a very intriguing aspect. She's also an MMA fighter, so that's very interesting. So this definitely seems like it's up my alley. It's a game type of book, but we also have some like special sci-fi fantasy like powers, it seems like, for our main characters, and I'm just really, really enjoying this cover here. So that was it for the July box. We are now going to jump into August. Okay, so this one is going to be the cover art for our August box, which the theme was Take Flight. And then on the back we have September's theme, which is called The Witching Hour. That sounds very intriguing. I'm very excited for that. So for the September box, fandoms will include The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, The Grishaverse, A Discovery of Witches, Throne of Glass, and Practical Magic. So lots of very witchy type of things, which makes sense with the theme. First thing I see in here is going to be an enamel pin. Looks like we have a very pretty cityscape. So this is designed by Laserbrain Patch Co. and it is supposed to be Ketterdam, so that is going to be inspired by 6 of Crows. Then we also have a tiny, super cute little keychain. It looks like it is going to be of Maleficent here. And this was designed by Naomi Lord. Okay, and then it looks like we have a like canvas drawstring backpack type of item here. And this is obviously going to be inspired by Harry Potter, but it is like an owl post bag. This is actually really adorable. I love the design. I love that it's like an owl post bag, and so it's not just Harry Potter inspired. It's like supposed to look like a thing that you might possibly see there. And this was created by Bookmarked Tattoos. The next item seems to be a book sleeve. So it's just a very nice, quite large book sleeve. It says, "You can keep the glory, I'm just here for the blood." This is obviously a Nevernight book sleeve, and it was created by Chatty Nora. Next, we have our chess pieces. Let me grab those out. Okay, and then so for this box, we do actually get our king pieces. So what we have here are 2 different characters from Sarah J. Maas books. We have Rowan and Rhysand. Obviously, one is going to be Throne of Glass. The other is A Court of Thorns and Roses. And these are, again, some of my favorite pieces in these boxes are these chess pieces. I have said this, I think, in basically every single unboxing video for them for this year. I absolutely love them. And these, again, are by Silkatara. They are amazing, and I'm so glad that we're getting more of these. So the next thing that we have is a bookmark. It says, "Dream me the world" on here. And it doesn't specify what this is for on our spoiler sheet, so I'm going to assume it is actually part of our book. So with the book, again, we always get the bookmark that goes with our spoiler sheets. We have a signed book plate. And this month's book is The Merciful Crow by Margaret Owen. This is another one that I have never really heard of, but I'm, again, loving this cover, so that's always a good thing. The front says, "Give them fire, give them fear." And then just by opening it up, we have a really gorgeous map on the end papers. I'm always excited about that. And just by getting started here, I haven't even really gotten to the full synopsis, but there's like taglines sort of up here, and it just says, "A future chieftain, a fugitive prince, a 2 cunning bodyguard, and 1 grumpy gray tabby." So already I'm very excited about this. So this one here, again, deals with magic. Obviously, the books in these boxes have either like a fantasy or sci-fi theme. I feel like they do have fantasy more often than sci-fi, which I'm not complaining about, but I do like a good sci-fi book as well. But this one, our main character is, I want to say her name is Fi, and she is a future chieftain of a cast of mercy killers. She also has bone magic, and her cast, I guess, is called the Crows. So that makes sense for our title. She is called to go to the deaths of like a royal prince, and it turns out that the prince and the bodyguard have actually faked their deaths to get away from a ruthless queen, and apparently they're gonna have some sort of allegiance with our main character because they're promising her that they will actually protect her crows if they eventually do take the throne afterwards. So this is definitely going to be more of a, I want to say probably a high fantasy type of political magic-y sort of one, but with this cover I am very intrigued. So those were everything in the July and August boxes for Shelflove Crate. If you guys liked this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if you've read either of these books or if you're intrigued by them, because I had never heard of them before until today, so I'm very excited for that. Subscribe to this channel if you would like to see more videos. I have videos up Mondays and Thursdays, so I will see you then. Bye!